Okay, hi. So for this week, we have to talk about why videos. Obviously, videos are a little bit different than paper. I have notes right here, but it's a lot more fun to actually see someone talk about it or see someone express it. I think the big power in videos is it gives power to the narrator more so than the reader. I think the reader has the ability to interpret papers or magazines or how do you feel about an article, but for a video, you're kind of being influenced by the person talking to you. So I think, how do you show a conversation? I think probably the best part is the emotions of the person you're watching or the person in the video. So like, I can take this cup of water and I can drink it, and I can be really happy about it, and then you would understand that this water is great, and I could probably do a better job showing you that it's wonderful than trying to write about how great this clear cup of water is. Another way that you can use videos is you can use music or pictures or screenshots. Our lovely professor did a great job at that. I don't really know how to use it yet. But there's a lot of power that you don't have to just stare at me. I can show you exactly what I want to show you, and I don't have to cite it in a works cited page or get you to go look at it later. I can show you directly, and then I can talk about it while you're looking at it, which probably means I'm going to do a really good job influencing you. Next, we're supposed to talk about the great passages that we read this week, and I was really nerved by this guy Pinker because he's trying to make a really great point. I do understand that social media is not going to make us unintelligent. It's going to further our world in a wonderful way, but at the same time, he makes this quote that says, music doesn't make you better at math. Conjugating Latin doesn't make you more logical. Brain training games don't make you smarter. And while I don't think that social media is going to make us dumber per se, I do think it's going to change our behaviors. Like learning math or learning music makes you better at math. Learning math could probably help you make you better in music. Not directly, but in a more analytical way that it's changing your thought. So I think social media and the way that it's teaching us to type, it's teaching us to text, it's teaching us to blur the lines between informality and the setting in which we're talking in. I think that's where people probably get the idea that, we haven't learned to correctly use it in the right setting yet. So I do think that that's a problem for social media, and Pinker didn't really examine the opposite sides of that argument. And then lastly, I'm supposed to talk about my multimedia assignment, which is going really well up in here. And I think I'm going to talk about, I'm going to use a video. I like videos, but it probably won't be like this. And I think I was going to talk about water bottles, plastic water bottles, because I saw this article on Nestle. And I've never really thought about the process that goes into making them, because you always hear about how bad they are for the environment, but it's actually these huge corporations that has a big role in that. And so I was going to just look into that. It's a pretty everyday thing. Okay.